What's up, nerds? Welcome to NGR Radio, episode 70. Man, 70 these things.
Damn, 70, that's nice.
Yeah, you missed 69. You didn't get to eat the asshole, Moose.
Yeah, you missed the sweet music at the beginning, too.
I know. It
was amazing.
I'm sad.
I put some really bad...
Well, here we go. You can relive it. Here you go, Moose.
I don't think that was it.
I sit on your face and... yeah, doctor.
Joining me, as always, it's Matt and Moose. I'm not even going to go through it. Oh, man. What a train wreck of a show this is already.
We just started.
I know. It's bad.
So, how's everyone doing? Good? Great?
I'm glad to be. I have 3 days off, and I have no idea what the fuck to do with myself.
You're gonna beat Wolfenstein 2.
Yep, that's part of it.
You're gonna drink beer.
I'm gonna finish Golf Story. Yeah. Dude, I beat some games this week. Can I just go into it?
Yeah.
What have you been playing, Matt?
I finished Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. That game's really goddamn good.
Okay.
I'm like most of the way through Golf Story. Actually, I'm probably about halfway through Golf Story. I started Wolfenstein 2. Holy shit. There are like the shooting in that game is bad. It's bad. Gameplay is very bad, but oh my god, the dialogue and the story. I mean, and I'm someone who thinks video game stories are bad to okay. Wolfenstein's story is amazing. And this won't be the first podcaster. If you listen to video game podcasts, I'm not the first person to say this, but who would have thought the best World War II game to come out in 2017 would be Wolfenstein?
Wow, yeah.
Like hands down.
Matt, I think you're the first person to say that this year.
Don't fucking patronize me, dear. I got not in the goddamn mood. But holy shit, it is like it is completely relevant to like 2017 through the microcosm of alternate history, World War II. It is awesome. It is. I mean, you know, and then early on, like there were a bunch of moments early in the game that I was like, man, fuck that person, man, these people fucking suck. I cannot wait to murder these people. And then BJ Blazkowicz utters the line that has made me a fan of his forever. He said, "Come and get me, you white ass Nazi bastards." I'm like, yes, yes, I'm now on board. Wolfenstein 2 is amazing. I've also been playing Golf Story, and I've been trying to get a solo win on Fortnite. And I logged in to try and just see how well I could do in that game, like team wise. And I got a random team of 3 other dudes, and we won. Nice. First time out. I'm like, okay, now I have to do this shit myself. And I've gotten second a few times. I've got a lot of top 10 finishes, but hopefully one day I get that win.
Nice. Good luck on that. I think you'll get it. That's a good game. I love Fortnite. I need to get back into it. We need to play it together. You, me, and Jeff, and even Justin need to get on the train.
Yeah. Corey has it too. Corey.
Oh, yeah. Whatever. He's never going to play with us.
Right.
He's always hidden. He's always hidden on his PS4.
I'm not sure if it'll be him or Matt Phillips that plays with us first at this point. You want to make a bet?
You know, I've been too busy playing Assassin's Creed.
$20 says Matt Phillips will play with us first before Corey does.
Yeah, because Matt Phillips knows that Assassin's Creed is bad.
Yeah.
But I've heard enough about this new one that I'm like, all right, maybe.
I hear enough about it too. Like a lot of people are like game of the year, and it's like maybe Ubisoft got their shit together and decided that maybe skipping a year is a good idea for their franchise because they're not as big and powerful as Activision to have 3 rotating studios to do a new game every fucking year. You know.
Well, I mean, I think they did the right thing in doing Watch Dogs 2 last year, and
that's a good game. From what I hear, that's a good game.
Like, there was some shit in that game. I heard. I haven't played it. Also, like that series, Assassin's Creed, was on such fatigue, and it was coasting on
fumes.
It was. I mean, I don't even want to say fumes because I feel like the people who love that game will buy it regardless. I mean, Assassin's Creed is, yeah, it's like a Call of Duty at this point. It's an ironclad seller to a degree, regardless of whether or not it sucks.
Yeah, and they didn't put one out last year. They just released the Ezio collection, which was more horrible than the fucking 360 and PS3 version.
I mean,
and they put out that awesomely critically acclaimed movie last year too. Don't forget.
Oh yeah. I can't forget that shit.
I mean, I still think the best Assassin's Creed is Assassin's Creed 1.
Wow, bold statement. Okay.
I liked 1 because I actually played 1 after I played 2 just to see what it was because there was that Altair segment in 2 and I'm like, what the hell is that about? And I'm like, wait, this is better than the game I just platinumed. And I still think that. I haven't played anything since.
Assassin's Creed West?
Yeah, I haven't played anything since. Didn't play Black Flag, didn't play 3. Definitely not playing any of the others. So when someone tells me, hey, Matt, this is actually a you game and this is probably why, if that why is compelling, I might try it. Yeah, so I think that's all I've been playing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Everything before the Assassin's Creed talk.
Well, yeah.
Well. Yeah. Moose, what have you been playing?
My brand new Switch. Switch. I went out Wednesday before Thanksgiving. I got out at 12 o'clock. Got out early. And realizing that the Switch was not going to be on sale for Black Friday, I was like, fuck it. I'm going to pick one up on the way home. So I got a Switch, and I bought Zelda, because I had to buy Zelda. I got the tattoo, so I love Zelda. So I bought Zelda. And I bought
Moose has a Zelda tattoo, by the way, for you audio listeners who haven't heard before.
That's for the audio listeners right there.
Moose is holding
if you want a little picture, I'm giving
a nice, gigantic, skin-toned middle finger.
Anyways,
he says it's for the listeners, but I feel like it's for Corey and I.
I bought Mario Kart 8 because I thought my wife would enjoy it and want to play that. And she's like, I don't like Mario Kart games. And I'm like, well, fuck.
Word.
Should have bought Odyssey. But I've been playing a lot of, like Black Friday, I played all day. I played Zelda. Loving Zelda. Loving Zelda.
I said it in the Facebook Messenger, and I'm going to say it now. I told you so.
Yeah, whatever. Nobody cares
I
what
told you
said.
guys 10 months ago when I bought it.
No one listens.
I bought it when it came out. I had it for Wii U.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You got it for Wii U.
That's right. He got it for that broke-ass system. But so I played that all day Friday. Then I was playing Mario Kart at my parents' house. And then I bought Golf Story. So I bought some indie games. I have Cave Story, Golf Story, and Xenoraid. It's a shooter. And so I haven't played much of that, but I need to get into that. But I'm enjoying Golf Story. That's a lot of fun. I agree with you, Matt. In our Facebook chat, you were like, "There's a lot of repetition," but you're playing rounds of golf, so you're playing. You can play the holes over and over again to try and get better. And that's what I'm trying to do, just to like have fun like while I wait for jobs in the queue at work, like I'll sit there and play like 1 or 2 holes, you know, pause, put my Switch down, and then do like a page or 2 at work, and then go back to my Switch. And so what I really like about the system is like, I thought it was cool when they showed the commercial, like at the reveal, where like the girl was playing Mario Kart with her friends. Like, you know, she had it stood up on its stand.
The rooftop party?
Yeah, playing with the controller. Like, me and one of my coworkers will go eat lunch, and we'll both eat and sit and chat, and then it'll be like, you want to play some Mario Kart? And so I'll set it up, and we'll sit there and do like a couple of cups together, you know, before we go back to lunch. And we've been having a blast. He texted his wife this morning and was like, hey, you want to get a Switch for the kids? So I mean, he's already sold on. They have a Wii U, so he has the Mario Kart 8 on Wii U. But he's like, this is freaking awesome. And so, I've been playing Mario Kart 8, and I started Wolfenstein 2. Nerds Gone Platinum. I think we're gonna do a special episode on Wolfenstein 2 coming up soon. So we're gonna do that. So I have to play that and beat that. Luckily, I hear it's not too long. I think Jason beat it in like a day or two, like a day and a half. But
yeah,
when he gets into a game that he loves, he goes hardcore. So I'm looking forward to playing and beating that. But that's what I've been playing lately.
I hate to pander, but can I be involved in that?
You might be able to.
Okay,
I'll strike up a conversation with him. I think we had. It'll be me, Jason, Jeff, Nate Bacon's going to be on it, and there was somebody else
cool.
he mentioned that I can't remember. So you would be the 6th person, but I think we could work that. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Okay.
I don't know.
That get like, I mean, I've seen a couple of pretty big moments. But that game is going. I'm going to have some shit to say about that game.
I'd also like to say Bloodborne. I've got an announcement to make about Bloodborne. My main character has been reborn as a blonde, so I've been playing her a bunch, and I've been using the Saw Cleaver. But on December 31st, Bloodborne will be deleted from my PlayStation 4. It'll be a sad day.
Who forced you to do this?
Me. I've got to play other games, and so we have a formulated plan. So like me, Jeff, and Jason got something in the pipeline for like our plan. Like we're gonna do a podcast about our plans for next year on like what we want to play and what we want to do and accomplish in gaming. So stay tuned, and then so. My main goal is to try and platinum more games next year than I did this year. If not, combined more than I have had in the last 4 years. So I think I'm at like 20 platinums. So if I can do 20 platinums next year, I'd be happy. So that's going to be one of my goals. And like fun, like just having fun gaming. Like not like, I mean like, I already know I'm not going to get the Wolfenstein Platinum. And you and I have talked about that. You're like, I'm just in it for the story and shoot Nazis in the face. Ditto.
Don't you have to like beat it on the hardest difficulty without saving and not dying or something?
Yeah, and in one session.
Mine Fluba or whatever.
It's Mein Leben, yeah.
Mein Leben is the difficulty. Yeah, it's insane, and I'm like, fuck that. So yeah, and I want to shoot some races in Mafia 3. So I want to get back to that, but I might platinum that because that platinum's not too hard. So you just have to work your saves correctly. So. But anyways, Corey, what have you been playing?
Well, I've been trucking through the Master Trials of Zelda, and it is really hard. Like the last round of 15 is like really hard, just because like, I mean, we talked about it before, but the combat isn't like the greatest in that game. But
do you feel it's because of the controller or just the combat in the game?
It's just the way like the game is designed. It's just not really meant for combat, you know. It's all about exploration and puzzles, and like I still think the combat is the weakest part of that whole game.
What game were we talking about? I missed it.
Zelda.
See, I don't know why, but like when I passionately disagree with you. Like
I think the combat is the best it's ever been in Zelda.
Okay.
But I still think it's the weakest part of that game. Besides, like, maybe the Divine Beasts, I think they're all fairly similar, and it's like, well, that was kind of, I did this 3 times already, and now I'm at the 4th one, and it's similar. Not that that's like bad or anything, but like,
spoilers.
You know what, dude? Show off your Zelda tattoo. You can play it by now.
I'm going to play some video games. See y'all later. Bye.
But I started.
I think we might have our first person to quit on air.
Oh man, it's all right. It's all right, Matt. We did.
I thought it would have been you, Derek. Like my money was on you.
But it's I don't know, the master trials are really hard was my point, and it's like part of that's because you go in with nothing, and like you have to like really manage your resources and manage your weapons, which I'm terrible at. But it's still it's still like it's still fun. I mean, I want to get that done before the Champions Ballad comes out. There's now a dog on our podcast.
Hey, Bagel.
Well, he's not really a dog. He's got enough, mental issues.
He's human?
He's a bagel.
Okay.
And that happens to be his name.
I didn't know bagels had mental issues.
Oh, man, this bagel does. Oh,
okay.
He's a hair factory. He barks the way he barks. It kind of sounds like Chewbacca and Jar Jar Binks had a baby.
Okay. I will have to say, Corey, I agree with you. The item management system is kind of ridiculous with Zelda. Like you can only carry so many weapons, so you got to go through every time you go to pick up a weapon. It's like you don't have enough spots, so you have
Looks like you have to collect Korok seeds, man.
Yeah, I know. I've collected like 3 or 4 of them already. So like now it's like I've got to
3 or 4.
Only 896 left.
Oh no, I know.
That's cute news.
I know how many there are. And so like now it's like but then like stuff breaks, and it breaks like barely after you use it. Like you use it like for maybe 5 minutes, and this cool sword that you got is like broken. And I know that you get new stuff like all the time.
Yeah, but once you get farther into the game, you start getting stuff that doesn't break nearly as often. Like,
yeah, I'm sure you do. I mean, I'm still. I don't even think I've done a couple of the shrines, and I'm on my way.
Have you killed broke ass Santa yet?
No.
Oh, then you're no.
I'm way early.
Yeah. Like you're
like the first town, like the first legit town you can go into.
In terms of like human fetus, or in terms of like the human lifespan, you are still like a second trimester fetus.
Oh yeah. I totally agree with that. Yeah, I'm really early in the game, so I'm looking to getting some more time in and getting some shrines in and stuff like that and having fun. I will say like the aiming like kind of throws me off on the Switch because the joystick, the right joystick is like really far down. You know what I mean? I feel like they could have put in like a mode where you could lock yourself stationary while you're aiming with the bow and arrow. You know what I mean? So that you can aim with the left stick, so that you'd have like way more control, or it'd be a little bit easier to control it. I don't know. It's just really weird, like reaching way far down with your thumb to like try and use that.
It's also really hard going from games like Horizon to Zelda.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It feels so different. Or like now I'm jumping between Assassin's Creed and Zelda, and it's like, man, boy.
Yeah, it's rough. Yeah. So.
And I think that's why I'm having trouble with the Master Trials too, is because like I've been playing so much Assassin's Creed that like I am getting all the buttons mixed up, because not only is the combat different in Assassin's Creed from Zelda and Horizon, but like the Switch controller, the buttons on that versus the Xbox One controller are just backwards enough to be like, man, I press it B instead of A because this is not where A goes on a normal controller. So
yeah,
dude. Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, but even they were messed up on the SNES. Like the SNES, their buttons I think were the same way.
Yeah,
They
they've
were
been
the same way.
since then.
They've been the same since then, and so it was really everybody else that did everything ass backwards.
Yeah, but then Nintendo got so not popular for a while that everybody was just like the Xbox.
I agree. They went with the Xbox instead of like the Wii.
And then they made a remote that totally wasn't a controller, and then it's just like, wow, now everything's messed up.
Yeah,
because A and B aren't even on the same controller anymore.
I mean, I was so like the last Nintendo system I owned, I bought a Wii, and I stood in line for it. I was like the last person in line at the Walmart in the town I was living in to get one. I was just at the Walmart on a whim. And I was like, oh, well, I'll go see if I can go get a Wii. And they're like, yeah, there were people standing in line. They're handing out tickets. They handed out tickets, and I was the last person. Bought it, took it home. I had Zelda with it. So I set up the Wii U, the Wii. I set up the Wii.
This is the best Zelda. Remember when I said that for a long time?
Oh, for God's sake, don't. God damn
Just
it,
don't.
Okay? Moose, keep going. No, don't stop. Disregard. Keep going.
Trolling.
Keep going.
He's trolling, isn't he?
No, he's not trolling. He believed that. We just don't need to go back to those dark times. Please.
All right. Anyways, so I took it home and I tried to deal with the broke ass fucking motion controls in that game, and I couldn't play it anymore. Couldn't play the game. I've never played Twilight Princess.
You could turn the motion controls off in Twilight Princess.
Shut up, Corey.
No.
Anyways,
I was so disappointed.
I was so disappointed with the Wii that I sold it like 2 months later to go on a cruise, to pay for a cruise I was going on. One other cruise had a better time on the cruise than I ever did with my Wii, and then never even thought of buying a Wii U. I knew you'd laugh at that. See, made that joke so you laugh at it.
I'm such a fucking teenager.
No, you're a child. There's a difference between you and a teenager.
To be fair, when I played Twilight Princess, I got a Wii and ended up playing the GameCube version with the GameCube controller because it was backwards compatible. That's how much I hated the Wii, like the motion stuff. And then the only game that was worth playing for like the first 4 years of that console's life cycle was Wii Sports. Like
that's not true. No, that's not true.
Whatever that weird like what was it? Wii Play, I guess, was okay.
Oh, fuck that too.
But
well, my whole point was like, and then the Wii U came out, and they had that like fucking tablet that was like a shitty ass Fisher Price upgrade. And so I was like, I'm not buying this. But then,
But they had the best Pro controller where both sticks were on top of the buttons and the D-pad.
I will say this: the Wii U Pro controller was something to behold.
Okay,
but see, that means that that story, Moose. That is what have we been chit chatting now for like what 2.5, 3 years?
Yes,
is about right.
2015. Yeah.
It feels like way more, to be honest.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I sort of understand now where all those scornful comments towards Nintendo have come from.
Yes.
Like that, and I'm kind of I empathize.
The last true Zelda, for the listeners, the last Zelda I played was Wind Waker.
Yeah, and to be honest, I feel like having played Twilight Princess all the way through, I'll just say more than once.
The best Zelda.
Shut up. You're all the better for it because
he just wants a punch in the face
of the last, we'll say 4 Zeldas. Actually,
that's going to be the YouTube card for this episode, by the way.
Between Link to the Past and Breath of the Wild, the best Zelda, and I'm going to say this, was Wind Waker HD.
I thoroughly enjoyed Wind Waker,
and that's because they fucking fixed Wind Waker. Like Wind Waker was great in its time on GameCube. It really, really was. But there was some of those concessions you had to make, like it took forever to get around the world, or you couldn't always. There were enough tiny roadblocks that were annoying, but it didn't fuck up like the rest of the game that everyone sort of went, yeah, this makes sense. Wind Waker HD streamlined that entire process, and you could basically just mainline one of the best Zelda games ever.
Yeah.
And because I played Wind Waker HD, like I realized sort of how stupid Majora's Mask was. Despite being a good idea. But yeah, Twilight Princess sucks, Corey, and that's the end of it.
It's okay to be wrong, Matt. It's okay.
You know what? Moose has a Zelda tattoo, and he couldn't even fucking finish Twilight Princess. That says something, right?
Well,
goddamn there.
Poser.
No.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It is no longer the best Zelda game. Breath of the Wild is the best Zelda game.
That's true. That
That remains to be seen. It's probably my game of the year, and I haven't really played like way too much of it. But yeah, so we'll see.
Like I actually will contend that is the best Zelda game because I think it captures everything Miyamoto said about the original Zelda game. But even though it's the best, it doesn't make it my favorite because the first one will still be my favorite.
So, and that was going to be a question I was going to ask. So, if you think Breath of the Wild is the best, what is your personal favorite, or gives you your fondest memories?
Me,
Zelda-wise.
Me,
both of y'all. Question for both of you. Obviously, Matt already answered it by saying the original.
I'll back it up in a second. Corey, talk to us about Twilight Princess.
I mean, honestly, like Twilight Princess for me is like just the characters in the story, and like I was at a time and place in my life where like things weren't going great, and that game kind of kept me from like going over the edge, of like insanity or whatever, like you always have that one thing that you kind of lean on to keep you from going over the edge, and like Twilight Princess will always have that kind of special place in my heart for that. And like I know it's like a huge joke on the show, but like to me Twilight Princess is still like one of my favorite games of all time, just because I spent so much time with that game. But with that said, like I did play the Wii U version to level up the Wolf Link amiibo for Breath of the Wild, and man, that game is a game stuck in a time. That is definitely a game that is 3 generations old. So
it kind of like I kind of hope. I understand everyone when the Switch came out, everybody was like, what are they doing with Virtual Console? What are they doing with Virtual Console? Now, I never invested in a Wii or a Wii U to have any money put into the Virtual Console. So whatever they do, I'm pretty much going to be whatever with. But I would like to see them do something so that they can put Twilight Princess on the Switch and I can actually fucking play it without bullshit motion controls.
I mean, I think, not like all kidding aside, I think like Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD are like surefire bets just because of the way the amiibo level up and actually help you in the main Zelda game for that platform. And like so many people didn't have a Wii U that like Twilight Princess is almost like a no-brainer. I can't believe they didn't have that at launch or something.
I could see them not wanting to take away from Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
And have like feed the Zelda fans like later on. You know what I'm saying? Like they've got the DLC this year. I could see it maybe being like a summer fall release like next year. Like, oh hey, remember they might do it at E3, like announce that they're going to have the Virtual Console, and then like in the fall be like, hey, remember when we announced the Virtual Console? Well, here's some games, and then they just drop like Twilight Princess as one of them. I feel like it would be a dick move to screw over people that already own their games on Virtual Console and make people buy them again. Now, obviously, like I said, that doesn't mean anything to me because I haven't invested in the Virtual Console. So, but I think it would be a huge dick move by Nintendo if they didn't if they can't allow you to carry your purchases over, at least give you some kind of a discount. Like if you own the game, like at least 50%.
Yeah, that's what they did. That's what they did for the Wii, from the Wii to the Wii U. Like if you wanted to upgrade to the Wii U version, like NES games instead of $5 was $1. And
see, they could do something like that.
And Super Nintendo games were $1.50, and N64 games were $2, I think.
Shit. Now, see, I would do that. You know, I'd have no problem with that if I invested in the virtual console. Be like, oh, you're going to allow me, I only have to pay $1 to play Super Metroid, or, you know, even, you know, Link to the Past. I only have to pay like, you know, $1.50 on my Switch to be able to play that. And I already paid the money. That wouldn't be too bad if they absolutely forced their customers to pay for it. But
yeah, I mean,
anyways,
there would be games that I would buy. Like there would be games I would rather just buy, like if you're talking about Wii or Wii U ports, like a Metroid Prime HD trilogy, I think, with proper
I would play
controls.
that again.
dude,
I
I want that for Metroid Prime 4, and you know they're going to do it. They have to do it. They have to do it.
And like an easy way to put out a Mario game next year, besides like Mario Maker, would be Mario 3D World port. Or like
Mario, or like the Wii Marios, like the Galaxy.
Yeah, like a Galaxy HD collection, or
like that would be great.
Do you think they could do a Mario Maker 2? Do you think they could improve on that?
I think they're just
gonna. I've never played it, but looking at it, I can see how they could refine some things as far as like the actual making of the levels. But other than that, like it's pretty much what it is. You know,
to be 100% fair, that Mario Maker is so suited for the Switch because that is a touchscreen. Yeah. And the Wii U, like it was one of the few games that made the best use of the Wii U gamepad.
Yep, that and Star Fox Zero.
Well, no, I actually think Zombie U did a good job too.
Yeah.
But I think explaining why. Calm down, Bagel. Explaining why
he found some cream cheese.
I was gonna say he found some food. That was the best. That was good.
Explaining why
cheese goes on.
No, we got it. We got it, Corey. We got it. We get it. You have a Jewish wife. We understand.
He said it.
I have a Jewish girlfriend whom I live with, so it's fine. But explaining why Zombie U was great use of the gamepad is a longer walk than explaining why Mario Maker is. Explaining like Mario Maker it was so easy to make levels. Like I think I made probably over 100 levels on Mario Maker. I didn't publish over 100 because I always wanted to make them better. I think I published 5 or 10, and that was just because I spent a lot of time messing with it and trying to actually fucking beat them, because I made myself I put hard challenges in front of myself because I thought I was good, and I wasn't. So, but Mario Maker, for those reasons alone, would fit perfectly on the Switch. And just in case Nintendo happens to hear any of this, bring Super Mario 2 mechanics to Mario Maker. That'd be cool.
Okay. Do you think so? It's only like 8-bit, right? Like the Mario Maker.
It is 8, 16, and the new Super Mario Brothers U.
Well, it
doesn't
Mario. The art styles it uses are Mario 1, Mario 3, Mario World, and New Super Mario Brothers.
Okay, so it doesn't. So like, what if they brought in something like
Mario 2
levels, or what? Well, Mario 2, but what if they brought in something like Super Mario 64, where you can make like 3D worlds? So you know what I'm saying? Like you can do something along those lines. That could work in a sequel. You know?
I agree, but
because I think when they first brought that out, you know, they didn't want to paint themselves in a corner and be like, "This is all we can do." You know, they're definitely thinking this is going to be a franchise.
I think they're honestly going to go the Little Big Planet route and actually allow you to make like worlds. You know, be able to link World 1 with World 1 2. Like, you know, you would make a series of levels that would feel like they go together, but you couldn't really link them together. But this time, I think you're going to be able to like link worlds together in that way.
I mean, they've already talked about Mario Maker coming to Switch, right?
They haven't officially said anything, but Reggie
There's
already
rumors.
said don't rule out any of our franchises for the Switch, and he mentioned Mario Maker and Smash Brothers being huge hits on the Wii U, so it would be dumb not to bring them to Switch.
It would be dumb. And like you were saying, the whole Bandai Namco thing in December where, they can announce a port of Super Smash Brothers. If they announce that and then we're like January or whatever, that'd be awesome. That would be a huge surge in sales of Switch.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
I had a coworker of mine at Lowe's who bought a Wii U not just for Smash Brothers, but that was his main selling point, and then he played some other games, and so I could see all the Smash Bros fans buying it so that they can play it.
Plus, that's a perfect system to play Smash on, because all you do is link up your Switch. You take it to wherever, and if we have 3 Switches, let's just bust out some Smash.
That's what I'm saying. Like tomorrow,
Corey, they say, "Let's smash, son."
Whatever. Okay, I'm not hip on the lingo. Okay.
So Matt, I was telling Corey I was at work today, and so my supervisor bought a Switch. He bought the Mario version. He's got the one you got, the Mario Odyssey bundle, and so.
Proper red Joy-Cons. Yo.
I told him, I know. I couldn't get it, but I like the grays, so I don't mind the grays.
If I hadn't gotten that one, I'd go gray because that bright pink and bright blue are garbage.
Yeah, it's too pinkish. It's not red enough.
I like the blue if you have 2 blues together.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'll agree with that. That pinkish red is just trash.
Now, if I ever feel the need, I will get a second set of Joy-Cons. I will get the neon yellow ones because because everything else is just secondary.
Yeah. Anyway, so I've been
unless they do a Kirby one with pink Joy-Cons, then I might be like, oh shit.
What if they make Yoshi egg ones? No.
I'm listening, Corey.
I'm intrigued.
So you're talking about the white with the green spots? Is that what we're talking?
Yeah, like the buttons in the joysticks were green and the controllers were white.
Little
eggs on the back.
Nice.
Deering, you found a way to give me a nerd boner.
I know. I'm good at that.
Anyways, what I was saying was I've been playing. I told you I've been playing Mario Kart 8 at work with my coworkers, and so my supervisor was just sitting there. So I'm facing one way, and he sits to my left, to my right, and he just goes, "Hey Brian," he's like, "By the way, it's on tomorrow at lunch," and I'm sitting there, and I'm like. What does he mean? Are we going out to eat lunch? Are we going to have a good lunch? And then I was like, oh, Mario Kart. You're going to play Mario Kart with it? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, yeah. We're going to link up our Switches and have a good old time. I'm like, this is going to be fucking awesome. So,
who would have thought Nintendo would make something so fucking cool?
I love the Switch. I'm completely enjoying it. It is the complete utter opposite end of the spectrum from the Wii.
Yeah,
for me,
it
is so far. Even the holder that you slide the Joy-Cons in to play while it's on the TV. I don't mind that. Now I think Larry,
I haven't even hooked it up to the TV.
He commented when I posted the picture of it and was like, "This is not that uncomfortable." And he's like, "I love just playing with the 2 joysticks, one in each hand while I'm in bed." And I'm like. That's a good idea. That's cool that you don't even have to put it in the holder. You can just sit there and play, one in each hand. They don't even have to be together. I'm like, that's cool. So I think
you can just lay exactly.
And just enjoy some Zelda or Mario. But
it's like a weird gaming zen.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, Nintendo.
But I want to get. So I put a Pro controller on my Christmas list for my mom because she's like, "What do you want for Christmas?" And I was like, "I need a memory card. I need a Pro controller, Joy-Cons, gift cards." So I'm gonna tell her. I don't know if y'all heard about it, but the 8-bit do. Have you seen that Super Nintendo style controller?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna send that to her.
Wait, what?
They're coming out with. Super Nintendo style Pro controllers for.
I'm gonna link it in the chat, but it is.
Oh, please do! Oh man,
it's freaking awesome, dude.
They're doing the. They also came out with an NES one over the summer.
This one's pre-ordered. but the SNES one or the Nintendo one is actually out currently, and it actually works with your phone, works with tablets, works with the classic SNES. I think like it works with a lot of.
It literally
stuff.
works with everything except for your PlayStation 4.
Yeah, this one works with Windows, Mac OS, Android, and your Nintendo Switch, and then the 8-bit, the one that looks like a Nintendo controller works with iOS, Android, Mac, PC, Switch, and yeah, the SNES Classic. So
Quote Bender from Futurama. Oh, your God.
yeah, so it looks badass. So I'm gonna just send the text to my mom and be like, pre-order this, and maybe it'll maybe
They're cheaper than the Pro controllers too by
They're
like
$50.
$30.
That's insane.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell her to pre-order it and tell her maybe it'll come the same time my Neo Collector's Edition guide comes, which has not come yet.
Like, I'm pretty sure I pre-ordered the Neo guide when Neo released.
Before Neo released.
Because I treated it like a From Software game, and it just never showed up.
Do you know why though? Do you know why?
No.
They the publisher was actually waiting for the last DLC to come out and the last final touches that was it Team Ninja would have put on the game for them to do the final guide. They didn't want to put out a guide that was incomplete because the DLC was coming out. They wanted to put one out that encompassed everything. So I read that and I was like, you know what? I respect that.
You know,
so I told my parents. I
beat 5 bosses in that game. That game's still on my game of the year list. That game's fucking good.
Yeah, it's like now it's number 3. It was number 2, but now it's number 3. But anyways, so yeah, it's I want to get one of those controllers. I'd like to get some more Joy-Cons maybe perhaps, but yeah, I can see myself, and now I'm enjoying it so much I'm even like, okay, games that I was going to buy on PS4/Vita, you know, will I buy them on Switch? Like Super Meat Boy Forever. That is definitely going to be a Nintendo Switch purchase because I'll be honest, I buy the stuff on PlayStation because that's mainly where I play. That's mainly where my friends are, so I can chat with my friends while I'm playing. But also for trophies, I will never get the platinum in Super Meat Boy. I will never ever get the platinum in Super Meat Boy Forever. So that's not a concern.
I don't know if I even will, but like I still play that game. So
yeah. And then like the opposite end of the spectrum, like people are like, well, will Nintendo have an achievement system? Will they have a trophy system? I like that they don't. You know why? Because I could just fucking play the games.
Thank you, Bruce. Thank you so much.
Fucking, like Jason was we were talking about a game and he's like, I'm playing this. I'm like, you do it to yourself, man. You do it to yourself. Like you let the completionist in you run your life. Like I'll play a game for trophies. I do it way more for entertainment than, you know, I do it to entertain myself and have fun than I do to like trophy hunt. And I don't get wrapped up in it. And so I can enjoy the games. If I'm enjoying a game and I get to the end of the game and I'm like, I need to replay the game 5 times, beat it on the ultimate difficulty, you know, freaking hunt down 60 million collectibles. I'm gonna be like, fuck this. Mm-hmm. I enjoyed the game. The game was great. I'm moving on to the next.
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason I was able to beat Mario Odyssey in basically 2 sittings.
Yeah. Yeah. and that's, you know, that's the other thing. I mean, like, and then I'll always have my games like Bloodborne. Like when Bloodborne 2 comes out, I will be getting that platinum. Horizon, when Horizon came out, even before I found out it was a super easy platinum, I wanted to platinum it.
Oh yeah.
You know, so you always have your games that you're like, yes, I will put in the effort to play. I want to still platinum Neo. Mm-hmm. So, you know, that's just, it's on, and we can maybe co-op that if we both get more time. If I'm not working, I already got 50 hours in for the week and I still have tomorrow to go. So
that's it.
I know. Oh, I know.
Get good, Moose.
I'm trying to. Do you know that gym thing where it's like the Get Good Gym and it's the picture.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like printing that out and putting on all the monitors of my coworkers at work because it's just like, I don't fucking know. When you work 96 hours in a week for like a month and a half straight, then you can talk to me like about overtime. Like you're crying about having to be there for like 9-10 hours. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
God, I would love to get out of any of my shifts in 9 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be
We
so
need to find you a permanent job. You just need to move to North Carolina and get yourself a permanent job.
I mean,
yeah. Anyways,
will you be okay taking in my girlfriend and a bagel? I mean, bonus points if your 3 proper dogs will treat Bagel as a chew toy.
we might need a bigger house.
because every so often, like there's a weird time of every day where Bagel gets just that special kind of annoying, and Reba will look at me and go, "Can you kill him?" I'm like, "All right, but I have to get a gun." She's like, "No, you can't get a gun." And I'm like, "Well, that's good because I couldn't fire a gun because I'm too much of a pussy anyway."
That's funny.
So Bagel lives another day.
Yeah.
But like, it's because he's like 10 years old and like at 7:00 he gets super skittish because the sun has gone down and he's supposed to be in bed because he's a fucking senior citizen. Yeah. I feel like I let out a little too much information there, but that's okay.
It's okay.
So what do you guys want to talk about now?
So,
sorry. No, don't answer that. Don't answer that. I apologize. I did want to say there's another game I've been playing, and I really need to talk about it.
There's also another game I've been playing too, but
you first, Corey.
We can go back to you. No.
You rock this house.
Oh,
you first, sir.
Everybody.
Shut up, Moose. No Backstreet Boys in this house. Fire him, Corey.
What if I'm a Backstreet Boys fan, Matt?
All right, I'm out.
You got any Backstreet Boys on vinyl?
Banana, bitches.
Don't hate. Don't hate. Don't hate.
I bet he has some on vinyl.
He probably does.
It's back.
Bagel staying away from my banana. What's going on now? What'd you say?
I said you probably have it on vinyl, Backstreet Boys.
No, but I do have Justin Timberlake's Future Sex Love Sounds on vinyl because that's actually a good album.
Yeah. I enjoy some JT from time to time.
JT's all right. JT solo stuff
He's not bad.
JT solo stuff is really fucking good. In Sync, garbage.
He's not bad. He's not bad.
Shut up, Corey. You're wrong.
Jesus.
JT's solo stuff is amazeballs. And that's the only time I'll ever use that phrase.
Yeah. I can agree with that. Justin Timberlake stuff is good. It's good.
I mean, the best song of 2016 was Can't Stop the Feeling. Like bio.
Don't Stop Believing?
No, Can't Stop the Feeling.
No, I know. I was just being.
Oh, okay, good. Because I'm glad you pulled back because like my blood pressure.
I remember when I used to go clubbing in Charlotte with the ex-wife while we were dating, and it'd just be like every fucking bar would close with that song. I'm like, oh, Jesus, just blow my brains out.
I could never club.
Or Sweet Caroline. Like, I'm more of a person to just like sit in a like. It doesn't have to be a quiet bar, but a bar where I can have a conversation and have like. So that's why I go to breweries because usually they're not really loud, and you're drinking local stuff. But I hated it back then, and that was in my late 20s. I was already done with like going out to bars and trying to pick up chicks in my late 20s. Usually you're doing it through your 30s.
In Iowa, we had this club that catered to under 18-year-olds, and it was at first called Energy. A year later, they changed the name to Stars.
We had one around here called The Boot.
We had one.
Give them the boot. I believe that's a punk rock compilation. Anyway, I walked in for the first time. I'm like, I've never been to a club. What does one do at a club? And then people are like, oh, you dance. I'm like, well, I can't dance. I mean, cool. I don't like that at beer. I really don't.
Ooh, burn.
No, that's not burn. That's just my taste.
It's just a really cheap beer for.
It's an easy sessionable, but like the flavor just doesn't do it for me.
I gotta get up in the morning and go.
No, that's cool. But I would go to this club, and I went there like 4 or 5 times with people who like to go clubbing, and I was just like, man, I don't get what you guys see in this. And it was just a loud wall of bad music noise, and 15 or 16 to 18-year-old girls looking to score, cheap weed. It was a shitty goddamn time. Now, when I turned 18, I went to a club, and I don't remember what it's called, but that was the first time I heard Pussy Control by Prince, and I was like, all right, I'm glad I went to this club because Prince is amazing to me.
He's a crazy ass good musician, or what?
Fuck, man, like it took a long time for milquetoast white people to really get behind Prince, and you know what it took? It took for him shredding "While My Guitar Gently Weeps" by the Beatles to really be like, oh wait, Prince can fucking play. Like, nah, he's been doing that for like 40 years now. You're just white and not interested.
It's true. White people.
White people. But I did you, Corey, we started this, you were playing something.
Oh, I was playing, I've been playing Assassin's Creed Origins.
Yeah.
I did not expect to play it longer than like 15 hours. I'm like, man, I got my fill, or like I would beat the game or whatever. There's probably like 15 areas in the whole game, like 15 or maybe even close to 20, and I'm only in the 6th area. And I've been playing, my clock time is at 24 hours. And
jeez,
dude, this game is freaking amazing. Like it's in my top 5 for the game, for like when we have the game of the year discussion. It's going to be up there. Like
now, are you an Assassin's Creed fan in general?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm like the biggest fan. I haven't played them all. I played 1, 2, Brotherhood, Revelations, skipped 3 because I heard it was bad, so I watched the ending on YouTube and was like, okay, I got the gist.
Yeah.
Black Flag is one of my favorite games of all time. And then I didn't play Rogue, Liberation, Unity, or Syndicate.
Okay.
Like, at all. I played like an hour of Syndicate and I hated it.
Okay.
How come? Just mechanic?
Yeah, well, mechanically, like the climbing is like, it's not good. Okay, like in Syndicate, it was, and in Unity 2, I guess is the one that they introduced us in, where like one button was climb up, one button was climb down, and one button was climb side to side or whatever. And it was like, why can't this just be like any other game where you climb, where you just press the direction where you're going? Like, why is this a thing? And like, those buttons are still in Origins, but like you don't have to press them at all. I don't even know why it's like a thing. It's like if you want to have super precise control over where you're climbing, you can press it, but there's not really any need. Honestly, this game...
Side note, I would like to say that the Breath of the Wild climbing is cool. I like the stamina bar. I hate it because I have no stamina, but I like it because it's there. But anyways. Continue.
I would actually recommend once you start doing shrines to do stamina first.
That's what I have been doing. Like I have like a full circle and then like a quarter of the next outer circle. So that's what I'm working on is stamina.
Yeah, but stamina really helps. But Origins climbing is actually a lot like Zelda, where like you can't climb everything, but it's not like Horizon where you have to look for specific parts of the world that you can climb. You know, does it do a good job of helping you distinguish what you can climb and what you can't? Like if you walked up to something, you could say, well, like a building,
this way or start this way, like without looking, like you were saying, without looking for a specific point.
Yeah, well, like the buildings all have like bricks and stuff, so like you can grab the edges of the bricks and you can climb up. Or like, you know, some of the that's where if you get to like the Greek sections of the game, where if you go to the more rural farm areas, like they have little like logs that go through the buildings for supports, and they stick out the edges of the buildings, and you can climb those. It's really good at telling you what you can climb without it being dramatically obvious. But actually, the gameplay feels a lot like Bloodborne in the fact that it's the R1, R2 is the light attack, heavy attack. I'm using dual swords, so like I have to keep pressing square to dodge, and like dodging and moving and being really aggressive when guys are stumbled. Like that's a really big part of the fighting, and it actually feels really, really good when you land a good combo. And then as you progress through the skill tree, it's like you can unlock cooler combos and finishing moves and stuff, and it's like, man, this is cool. Like I knee the guy backward, like one of the guys, you knee his shield and he stumbles backwards, and then he comes at you with like this giant mace. You block with a sword, hit him with your elbow, and he stumbles back, and then you do this like sweet jump move and stab your sword straight through the top of his head, and like all his blood comes flirting out. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
It's very, very violent for an Assassin's Creed game.
You think it's the most violent Assassin's Creed game?
Yeah, okay. But the thing that's drawing me in the most is the story, and it's like this really simple story. It's a simple revenge story, like it's in the marketing and stuff. Like Bayek, the main character, his son dies at the beginning. He's out for revenge, and like the relationship between him and his wife is probably one of the most interesting relationship stories I've ever seen play out in a video game, except for maybe Joel and Ellie's in The Last of Us. Like it's super compelling, and it's amazing to see how much like they're in love with each other without it being so over the top. They're just always like, they always have each other's backs. They're always like planning together and doing stuff for each other. It's really cool, and like that's really the big hook for me is in this game.
I do have to ask, and I'm sorry to interrupt, but like, does it seem that way without it being fucking sunshine and rainbows?
Yeah. Oh no, none of it is sunshine and rainbows.
The reason I ask that is because so many times in media in general, it seems like the only way people can portray two people having each other's backs is if everything is sunshine and goddamn rainbows.
Yeah, like the like everything is so dark for them, and like the conspiracy that's going on in this game, and like they're just each other's hope, and that's what they hang on to, and that's kind of cool to see without it being like, oh, I love you, you know, like that kind of stuff. So
you know, I think you might have just sold me on Assassin's Creed Origins.
Yeah, and it's really cool, and it's like they disagree with each other, but like they listen to each other. It's a really cool dynamic that is not explored really at all in games, and like very rarely in media. You know, it's like it's just this really cool relationship that they have, and it is the thing that's kind of keeping me going with this game, you know, and like exploring the secret tombs is fun and stuff, and solving the puzzles is cool.
Doing all the video game stuff is still
cool. The video gamey stuff is cool, but like the story is actually like it's really simple but compelling, which I think, you know, is good for a game like this. But Assassin's Creed Origins is definitely in my top 5, probably my top 3 this year.
Nice.
Behind Zelda and Horizon. Like, you know, I think it's really cool, and the characters are cool, and like, you know, the historical figures are there, and they're kind of cool and weird and stuff like that. But I highly recommend Assassin's Creed Origins. Like, I don't know, like it's not like I don't recommend this game to Assassin's Creed fans. I recommend it to fans of open world RPGs.
Okay.
That's how I would classify it. You know, it doesn't feel really like an Assassin's Creed game. It actually feels a lot more like Horizon meets The Witcher. If that makes sense.
I haven't played The Witcher, but I like Horizon a lot.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and I refuse to ride a horse because I have a camel. So
You're right. A camel.
also a big selling point.
I mean, all right, still kind of in. That'll probably be. That'll probably be a game I slate for 2018 at this point.
Yeah,
but I will say,
that's understandable.
But thank you for that. That
provides good feedback.
That provides well, not necessarily. I don't want to say good, but like the right kind of feedback to get me interested. That doesn't mean it's good or bad, but it's just like some people just say, "Oh, well, it's a good game. You should just fucking play it." Like, no, you're not really telling me anything. You're just telling me you like it.
Yeah.
That's really it.
Yeah.
But I forgot the one thing I've been playing a lot of that I've not played in a long enough time is FIFA.
Yeah,
I saw it on the Switch.
I'm playing it on the Switch. I have completed my first season as a pro.
Nice.
And not only was I able to win the league because I'm playing only on professional because I'm not that good at FIFA. or at least it's been long enough since I was good at FIFA.
Kind of like me and Madden.
Sure. I was able to lead my national team, USA, to the World Cup final. And my idiot of a coach said, "Yeah, not picking you for the final." And I'm like, I've scored at least 60% of the goals on your way here. like that's you should I'm the leading scorer on the team in my league by some distance. I figure that's enough to just sort of say, hey, we should start this guy despite how tired he is, because it's at least, a goal.
Yeah.
But he didn't. We lost the World Cup final, and I was angry about it. My team, who I pledged my allegiance to, Valencia Club de Football in Spain, they sent me on loan to Barnet my first season, and I got them promoted, which was cool. And all of this sort of adds up to, man, I fucking missed FIFA. And I think I played FIFA this time around differently than I ever really have. I just sort of focused on doing good things. And I know that's like a vague thing in general, but I feel like doing good things on the pitch in soccer is the equivalent of scoring goals, setting up goals, not causing harm to your team, and not really trying to be the glory boy all the time. And and even saying all that, it's like different than I ever played FIFA in my heyday of playing FIFA, because I knew I was good at the game. And it's been an up and down experience, and I kind of can't wait to beat the other games that I have on Switch so I can get back to playing FIFA. And like Corey said, I hope more EA Sports games come to the platform. Because I played Madden in its early stages on Genesis, and I played NBA Live. But if those were to come to Switch, I would probably not play them, just because that's not really my thing anymore. However, NHL, please come to Switch.
The That's how I feel about Madden. I'm like,
Switch is the perfect market for our 2002 Madden edition, Corey.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm fucking with you on this because I would love for NHL to just come just so I could play this. I don't want to go online and compete with people and try and be fucking good because that takes too much effort. And
I've got other shit to play.
Yeah, right? I have games I have experiences I want to have. I want to see how other people use this world we're in to reflect in a medium that is still trying to figure out its own goddamn voice. But fucking playing FIFA has been good. And it's not, and I feel like it'll be on my game of the year list simply because of all the warm, fuzzy feelings that have come to me while playing it. And EA Sports, I know you're goddamn listening because you have your ears to the goddamn grindstone. Put more sports on Switch. Put Madden. Put NHL. Put NBA Live if you fucking have to. If you put out a passable port, I might fucking play it because I love basketball. It's like my second favorite sport.
My whole philosophy about the Switch is they need to use its weaknesses as its strengths. It is not. Yeah.
Good fucking call, Moose.
It is not the most powerful system in the world, but look at retro gaming. Take a look at indies who have been taking side scrollers and been basically grafting modern gaming mechanics onto old school 8-bit, 16-bit games and making awesome brand new experiences. Take the game mechanics that you have now and put them into the graphics of the freaking Genesis, Super Nintendo. Come out. That would be amazing to have a Madden version of where it's like Super Nintendo graphics and it's got kick-ass game mechanics of modern day, or even I was saying, Corey,
Madden again,
or I was saying, Corey, where it could be hey, we're going to bring out, it's going to look like 2002 or 2004 Madden, but we're going to be able to add the mechanics of current gen consoles because we can, we have some wiggle room. I think that would be freaking awesome. Just let me hit triangle to throw to triangle. Just let me do that.
I know. I want Madden to control like it did in 2004.
Yes.
That's what I really want.
We totally agree.
But even using the Switch to using its weaknesses as a strength, there's so many games that I missed for 360 and PS3 that or even PS2 and Xbox and GameCube, even these companies are so obsessed with HD remasters and stuff. Just put them on Switch.
They don't need to be HD remasters.
I would everybody say I need to go back and play BioShock, and it's I would play it if it was on Switch. I don't
put it on Switch.
Put it on Switch.
All right. See, this is where you lose me. And regardless of me being someone who really loves BioShock and BioShock Infinite,
not BioShock 2. The best.
See, BioShock 2, I bounced right the fuck off, and then I only came back to via just my own reflection and realized, oh wait a minute, there was an idea there that I missed, but. I feel like the Switch can't pull BioShock off, despite having all of the specs necessary to do so.
Personally, I wouldn't care. I've got the remaster on PS4.
Moose, that is 100% fair. But the one sort of, and I've not hooked my Switch up to a TV, I only play it portably.
It looks good on TV. Fucking Zelda looks great on TV.
Well, Zelda will be on TV for Wii U. Just saying. I'm not going to sit here and say that the Switch couldn't pull off an immersive sim a la BioShock or more appropriately today, Prey or Dishonored. I will say that portable gaming in general does not.
Can we safely say that for the three of us, the Switch is just our fun systems? Like, we're not worried like about specs. We're not worried about
well,
frame rate.
specs.
Like, I feel
this guy right here. This
I know
idiot,
you don't give a shit.
I don't give a fuck about specs. I play Spelunky still. Too goddamn much.
Here's the thing: we've gotten to a point on these systems where like the games look good enough already. Like, you know, the graphical jump is not. It's not like jumping from Super Nintendo to 64 or from PS2 to Xbox 360,
or even from Super Nintendo to like fucking Xbox. You know,
like they're not that significant. It's like.
Yeah.
The leaps are over. The leaps
I understand
done.
I understand they want more power for like behind the scenes stuff, but like you look at like Mario and Zelda, and I know like they're completely different than like Horizon and Assassin's Creed and stuff that look amazing on their own right, but like you don't need games to look photorealistic. Like what at a point it's going to come to a point where like that's why I think the Xbox One and PS4 generation is going to last a lot longer, is because like A, they're doing the iterative console thing, but B, it's like how like literally how much better can they get? You look at Horizon, you look at Detroit, you look at these other games, and it's just like
I think it's a lot of background stuff.
Yeah.
So
it's like particle
I think
effects. This is
my thing.
stuff.
Particle effects. 60 frames per second. I want 60 frames per second.
Bagel.
I heard him.
I heard.
That was weird. I want 60 frames per second over 4K. I will give up 4K any goddamn day of the week to have 60 frames per second. Because Dark Souls playing at 60 frames per second would be fucking insane.
I mean, even playing games like
Dark Souls on PC for the first time, and because it was 60 frames a second, it made your weapons degrade twice as fast because From had never done a PC port before. Oh, good times.
But I feel like this what I want out of the PlayStation 5 or whatever the next gen, whatever it's coming, is like I want better AI. I want better AI out of like the enemies. I want when you watch your character walk up steps, how about their foot hits every step instead of just hitting like this straight ramp, this invisible ramp that goes up the stairs. How about you work on that?
Or like fingertips and nails. Like
let's. If I don't need 4K, have 1080p works great. My TV works great. I probably won't replace it until it breaks. So I don't need 4K. I need the games to have better mechanics and background. The background stuff needs to be fixed. So
yeah.
Like I think Sony just announced that they had the best Black Friday that they've ever had. They've sold more systems this Black Friday than they ever have sold in their entire existence. And freaking Sony, they were selling out. PlayStation 4s were not available in stores. That's how much they were selling out. And so I don't think they're going to see that and they're going to be like, let's let the PS5 develop. Let's let it cook in the oven, and we'll push it. We'll go an extra year or something. I really think you'll see them go an extra year. So 2020, before the next gen start coming out, because they, like you said, they have the iterations. They've got the Xbox One X, and we've got the PlayStation 4 Pro. And plus, I don't need one. I've got so many games to play on my PS4. You know,
like I didn't like so many people are like, oh, when's next gen coming? Like I don't I don't care. I don't want to know.
Just got here.
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Look, I'm perfectly happy with my PlayStation 4 and my Switch, and sometimes my Xbox One when I get games for my birthday for the wrong system.
But you know it's less and less now. No, you know you love that Xbox less and less. Just sell it.
No, I like it. Plus,
Your
my
wife-
wife knows
your
how
wife-
to use Netflix now.
Your wife wants her Netflix on there.
Corey,
I will have to say that I have been enjoying Hulu on my Switch. I would like to say that. So it'll be nice when Netflix finally comes. But anyway.
oh yeah, well it's nice that I don't have to watch Rick and Morty on something that's the size of my phone. Like I watch it on a bigger screen now. It's a good time. It's a good time.
And man, I do recommend that you hook your Switch up to your TV just to check it out. It's solidly nice.
Odyssey and Zelda are worth hooking it up to the TV.
Oh yeah, Zelda.
And hands up, I don't doubt any of that, but at the same time, like I sacrificed my Vita to get that Switch for free. So
yeah, no.
I know which side of my bread is buttered.
Yeah.
I will say, and I had something I wanted to say, but it's escaping me at this point.
So, do we want to talk about how we're going to do our Game of the Year talk?
I feel like this. We had
And then I
talked
think
about
we should
that
go
before.
into
We should really we've been talking about. It's been a love fest of games,
Which is good.
specifically Nintendo, because we are three people who just love video games. And
and two of us currently bought
and
the
two of us
Switch.
has really sort of gotten on the bandwagon for Nintendo in a weird goddamn way.
Yeah. So there's that.
Because, Corey has refused to remove his lips from the teat of Nintendo, but, that's a different problem.
He's
It's a good teat.
I mean,
he doesn't know when to walk away, and we do.
Or does he know what the good response is like he just did?
Yeah, that's true. Anyways.
I'm like a leech. I just won't let go.
Anyway, so it is 11:36 p.m. on Thursday, November 30th. In 24 minutes, we will be into the last month of 2017.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, the last month for us is usually our game where we start, wrapping up 2017. We start wrapping up that year. And last year, I think we did a good thing where we brought the community involved, and we said, hey, what's your game of the year? And we created a poll and ranked it and gave it votes. How do we want to do it this year? Let's let everybody under the hood and just let's think about this.
I think
cooperatively.
Do we want to do our top 3 or our top 5?
Well,
I definitely have a top 3. I do have a top 5.
I mean,
So.
I'm coming from my time as a music critic. I'm at least a 10 guy.
10.
What is this going to be like the 5-hour, 5 days a week, like Giant Bomb?
No.
We
If this were our only job, we could do that. Moose,
you know what? You can make a top 10 list, Matt, and just read your top 5.
I love you, Corey. I love you. Here's what. No.
You can do a separate Matt only NGR. Episode 74.5, and it would just be doing your top, your 10 through 6. It's just Matt.
This is what we do. If we're gonna do 10, that's it. We do 10, and what we got to do is you get a time limit like we do on 20 questions. Not strict to 20 questions, but each of your game gets 2 minutes to talk about it and why it's your favorite. Go. And we hit the ground running.
I'm with it.
If you want to do 10,
you know what?
Maybe
it would be
even 5 minutes.
No, it would be one of those things where a timer goes off, and I would respect that timer more than I respect Lee Navarro's timer on Nerd Overdrive.
I didn't even know he had a timer on there.
Oh yeah, when they do their listener stuff.
Okay, but anyways, I feel like that's what we can do because that's our problem. We got to wrangle this in just a little bit, not too much, because we want to keep it wily.
Matt's like, I only signed the show up because no one wrangled me in.
And a little off the rails. What we're gonna do is we're gonna allow a little wildness, put a little control to it. So let's say 5 minutes per title. So 10 each. Yeah, that's a lot of time. Anyways,
I don't really know if I would need 5 minutes per title.
but then you could do 2 minutes per title, and if
Plus,
the conversation naturally spawn,
Yeah,
we
plus
talk
like,
about.
if that game was like on somebody else's list, like we could have like that conversation, and then
Right.
like when we get to that number for that,
Like we're all gonna want to fucking talk about Horizon. Matt
Yeah.
and I are gonna want to talk about.
Okay. Here. Okay,
know?
so let's. I'm gonna pull out a calendar.
I'm
Right?
gonna talk about Bloodborne, even though it didn't come out this year.
honorable mentions.
Yeah, you fucking will. So the calendar for December. Now we've been recording on Thursdays of late. Yeah. Now I know on most Fridays in December I have off, so I can go late on Thursdays. I'm not going to. We don't really need to get into schedules here, but if we wanted to say do our game of the year Thursday, December 28th.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I don't know what my week's gonna look like.
And I'm not. And this we don't have to do that here, Moose. But I'm just saying.
What are your Saturday nights like, or Friday nights?
Friday nights are iffy because girlfriend.
I'll send her beer if she lets you, or wine. I'll bring her beer in January.
And you bring her decent wine in January, she may want you more than she wants me, Moose.
She already wants me more than you.
That's probably true because you can grow facial hair. Anyway. But I'm just talking about like that's the last Thursday of 2017. That's why I brought that date up. So we could say that's our game of the year date, and we have between now and then to sort of look at any games we've wanted to look at over the course of the year
and get a list going,
and at least say, hey, I have a sense of this, and nah.
Yeah.
And Corey could probably refute this fact where he had the opportunity to do it, but normally I do a top 20, and that's just because of my days for music. I'm not doing 20 games because I've not played enough games.
I don't even know if I bought 20 games this year.
Exactly.
I did, but they weren't from here.
I've not played enough games this year to do a top 20 list, but I can do a top 10. And when I do album of the year hopefully on Matt and the B Flats, I don't know when that's going to record next. I haven't heard from those guys in a while. But that's a different conversation. Anyway, what else do you guys want to do besides overall game of the year?
Do we want to do like special categories? Like I have a category where it's like game of 26, game I played this year that I should have played last year. Like I had the same I had that same game last year. Last year.
A favorite Bloodborne game category.
No, it wasn't Bloodborne for this year.
But yeah, because Bloodborne was 2015.
It was a game, best game of 2015. The game I should have played in 2015 that I played in 2016. But Matt knows what it is this year.
I'm okay with this because I have a couple of games I should have fucking played in 2016 that I did.
Yeah, ditto. Like I totally agree, and it might not be the game. It might not be Souls related, but
yeah,
Corey, you don't have any games that you played this year that came out last year that you should have played last year?
I mean,
I like how he's looking up and he's just like, no, Moose, because I'm fucking productive. I do my goddamn job.
I didn't know it was a job to play games.
I don't know because a lot of the games I played this year were like Switch games, and Switch just came out this year, and like
I'm sorry, you played Breath of the Wild, which came out on Wii U.
this year.
Last
I
gen,
know.
but it was this year. What's your argument, drunk man?
In case you haven't noticed, I'm just trying to poke holes. That's all.
I mean, I have Breath
And
of the
you're
Wild on
failing.
Wii U also, but
You're
You ever,
failing
did you
miserably.
play? Did you play Binding of Isaac?
I did play Binding of Isaac.
Did
this
you play Binding of Isaac before this year?
year. No.
Boom! Answer done.
Here's a game. I might get the Switch
I played
edition.
Shovel Knight again this year.
There you go.
What?
Good. Love that
There you
game.
go. There you
But
go.
I played it when the year it came out too. So I mean,
Wait, what game were you talking about? I missed it.
Shovel Knight.
Shovel Knight.
Shovel Knight. Yeah, that's a fucking good game.
That came out.
You know
what
what I bought on Switch? I bought Volgar the Viking.
I want to play the.
I played Wolfenstein and Doom this year for the first time.
And both of those came out last year, right?
Or the year before.
Wolfenstein was like 2
Wolfenstein
years
was
ago.
15, yeah.
Doom was last year. Doom was last year.
Doom was definitely last year. Okay, well, Doom. Duh.
But I mean, do we want to do categories? Hey, we could probably do a couple. Like
I'm not
we could do like
I'm-
best character of
Here's
2017.
the thing: if we do categories, you've got to cut. We got to cut our list down to 5.
No, no, you bring no, I would say categories. You say, look, this was my favorite in this category this year.
Or we could do like the episode beforehand on categories, and then the next the episode before game of the year discussion.
So like the 21st is categories, the 28th is our official game of the year.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
I like that idea. I'm on board. Do a
Okay.
category show. So the three of us need to like throw out categories and finalize those
Yeah, like
in our chat, so that we're not late. And then we could also post it to the fans and say, hey, we could even throw out like a fan choice category and be like, here's 3 categories we can't pick from.
or
Pick
in
one.
the week leading up, we just make one post a day in each category and be like, hey, today's category is best character of 2017 or best graphics of 2017 or
We
best...
know what the best category of 2017 is. Hey, Lloyd. Come on. She's the best category. Link doesn't fucking talk. Come on.
category or character.
Character. I meant. Sorry. I've been drinking too. Fuck you both.
I was gonna say, and I'm the drunk one.
But basically how I want to do like game of the year though, honestly, is like what I want to do is do an open poll in the Facebook group in like the week leading up to it and just leave it pinned at the top of the page or whatever. And like
Okay.
people can write in their own games if they want, or we put in like all of the games that are on our list and then people can vote on those and then add games if they want to later. And then like the point system will be like, if we do top 10, like the first place vote will get like 10 points the same way that we did it last year.
Yeah,
And
no, that's fine.
second place will get 9, or if we do top 5, like first place will get 5. And then, that's how
Well,
Final
see, the
Fantasy 15 won
one
our
thing
Game of the Year last
the
year.
one thing I liked about how it ended up playing out last year, we created somehow I created the tie for Dark Souls 3. And
Yeah, and then I still blame John Martin and Daniel Freitas for voting Final Fantasy 15 and making it the first place in our community.
I'm okay, but I'm okay with Dark Souls being second because really the rankings for your game of the year, and I don't care who you are, if you're going to do a top 10 list, the rankings of that top 10 list do not matter because those 10 games at the very least should be in the conversation.
Yeah.
And
Joey Peace too. I blame him for Final Fantasy also.
I mean, but see, Joey, I'm okay with Joey.
You're not okay with John Black Mage Martin?
John and Daniel
Daniel
John and Daniel are fucking good people. I don't get why Daniel is as into Final Fantasy as he is, despite listening to the Chocoboros podcast.
He likes boy bands.
I mean, fine, but at the same time, I don't understand why John Martin will come out and defend it in the way that he does.
Well, okay, so
And he and Dan defend it in very different ways.
like it has to deal with, like, you know, a connection. You have games that you have connections with
Sure.
that are probably like shit shows, not necessarily
Sure.
shit shows.
No,
But, you
definitely
know,
shit shows.
People are like, why are these games great to you? And so they defend them the same way. That's their Final
exactly.
Fantasy. Like, if you listen to John's conversation about Final Fantasy and why he loves it, you know, that sticks out. Like, you know?
Well, that is a man who fucking loves that game, and that game
Right.
that game has pulled.
Well, Final Fantasy VII more so than the series, but yes,
Sure.
that's why he also loves the series.
But that series has pulled a love out of that man that would not exist otherwise, and I totally respect that. I am not trying to denigrate either of those guys' love for that series. Well, S's as a plural and possessive is a weird thing, especially when you are drunk. Thank you, Tired Hands. But I'm pretty sure if I tried to extol the values of, say, Spelunky to either one of them in person, they'd be like, "Man, you're fucking crazy." And I'm
Well,
like,
yeah,
exactly.
that's like me and Bloodborne talking with Jason.
Says
and
the
Jeff.
Final Fantasy fans, and I'm with you on Bloodborne, Moose. That's why you and I get along.
That's why we love each other, and we will be Hammer Bros forever. But
Word. So categories, the 21st, official game of the year, the 28th, and if you wanted
21st is a Tuesday. Did you mean?
I'm
Wait, oh no,
sorry.
never mind. No. You're right.
I'm
looking
sorry.
at November.
No,
You're
yeah.
right. You're right.
I know.
You're right. I was looking at November. Okay, sorry.
calendar on the iPhone. It's a good thing.
I'm not even gonna turn the computer, but I've got a paper calendar right here. Sorry.
Ooh, use a paper like an Android. Anyway. Anyway, so the 21st would be our categories. What categories would you want to use? I mean, character seems like a good one.
Best story.
Yeah, story would be a good one.
Okay.
Best
story.
co-op game.
Indie game.
Best indie game. What best co-op game? Would that be one?
You think co-op has made an argument this year?
What did I play this year? Like, nah, not really. I think it's good that one.
Character is the best character is definitely in there.
Indie, definitely best indie. There's been a lot of good indies across
Yeah,
all
indies
of them,
have been fucking cool this year.
which is great.
should
Which is
probably-
great.
I should probably play Cuphead. I bought it.
You're the only one of us that has an Xbox. You better fucking play that.
I know. Well, like I should probably just play it just for the sake of the conversation. Like I want to play it anyway, but like
I want to play that game so badly, and I'm pissed that I can't. Please, Corey, just play that game. So story, character, indie,
Best improved iteration. Best improved iteration in a franchise. 'Cause We've got Mario.
Now, do you think
We've got Zelda.
you think
We've got.
new IP is a bad idea?
No, I think best new IP is a good idea.
Okay.
That might merge what I just said, you know, with an actual viable category. You know what I mean? Like just do best new IP, and it can contain a game that's already in a frame. Well, no, I guess it wouldn't work, but I mean, I'm just, you know,
It can. I feel like new IP and iteration on a series
definitely should be separate. But
I feel like in French they would say comme ci, comme ça, which the difference is basically negligible.
right. Well, we'll think of categories eventually. How about we?
You know what? You know what? Fuck it. Here we go. Character, indie, story, and then most anticipated for 2018.
Ooh.
Corey.
Yeah.
Okay, Corey gives us a yes. A yeah. Moose gives us an ooh. I don't know what either of those translate to.
We don't want any other categories other than that.
I mean, we go off the rails so easily at this point.
You know, like we're gonna talk about.
Now, wait a fucking second.
Okay.
You go off the rails so easily. Don't even fucking try and rope me and Corey into your horse shit.
Hey,
okay?
I'm the Pied fucking Piper. Y'all follow me off the goddamn rails.
No, we just let you go off the rails to watch
And then you
wreck.
follow me to try and bring me back, but I make you run out of breadcrumbs every goddamn time.
It's like
Speed off
following
the
you
rails.
into the boss fight in Bloodborne to try and save you, and then
Stay
watch
here.
you
Oh,
die.
I died.
Yeah, yeah. Dude, he's all the time. Corey, you need to play with me because we'll run together. It won't be like I'll just run it off, doing my own thing, killing everything, and you're like, why am I even playing this game?
Speaking of off the rails, we should probably like continue the category conversation in the chat and move on to 20 questions since it's almost midnight.
And I've got to go to bed so I can get up tomorrow. And my
Yeah,
wife's
me too.
probably mad because she's got to go to bed too.
Word.
Anyways,
Whose game is it? Yours, Moose?
Mooses.
I believe it's mine.
All right. Woo! I'm gonna get some more points. Catch up. I've got 5 weeks to catch up. 4 weeks to catch up. Right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Before we go to 20 questions, I will say this. Between the three of us, we should have our lists and share them before the show.
No, I wanted to be a surprise.
Well, but at the same time, that way, if we know anything is the same, we don't have to talk twice about it.
No, I think what we can do is we'll rotate people's turns.
Yeah, we'll go 555, 444, 333, 222, and then if we have any doubles, we'll just
talk about it when that other person brings it up.
We'll see. Now,
So,
I feel like with the categories, we just have our winners. The games of the year, we have our...
Right, no. The categories, we have our winners, and we can maybe have a runner-up. How about we do that? We say winner, runner-up, if there is a runner-up, and then then the game of the year, like, you know, hey, Matt, yours, you know, Horizon shows up as your number 3, but, you know, that's mine, Corey's number 2, let's say. You know, well, we'll just talk about Horizon and how much we loved it when you talk about it at your number 3, and then we'll just skip to our number 1 and say we're not going to talk about our number 2. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It'll help the show move along, but, you know, anyways. So
I like this look under the hood. I'm just saying.
I'm sure the listeners are like lost now.
They're probably confused, but at the same time,
they're making their dinner. They're like,
hey, if they've listened to us for 70 episodes, they know what they're listening to.
yeah, that's true. That's true. So,
and if you're new,
likes
thanks for joining us. Please stick around. We do make sense eventually.
we love you.
Our numbers keep going up, so somebody likes us.
All right.
All right. So it's the Moose's game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Corey and I are trying to guess.
So am I running the timers? Am I running the timer? Okay.
Yeah, you're running the timers, and then Matt, do you want to keep track of questions, or do you want me to?
Really?
I think you need to, Corey, because you're not as drunk. Come on, man. Do the math.
This is my first time in 5 days having a beer, and I've had 3. So
we've got Jesus, I got so many fucking timers. This is insane.
you have 3 timers.
Timers.
30.
30 seconds, 2 minutes, and 5 minutes. This
Every
is
time.
not hard.
No. Asshole. Every time I say, okay, Google, set a timer, she keeps that timer.
Google's a she now?
Yeah.
She's always been a she. To me, she
Okay,
is.
that's fair. That's fair.
Come on, man. All right. So we got 2 minutes. So we got 30 seconds, 2
2
minutes,
minutes,
and then
5
5.
minutes. Yes.
Okay.
Now
so,
I am sober enough that I can tell you when the 2 minutes and 5 minutes happens.
Okay.
Okay. That
So
way,
30,
at least
we know
all three of us are doing something.
59, 20. Why do I have a timer for 23? Okay. So I've got 30 seconds, I've got 2 minutes, and I've got 5.
Yes.
Don't you get 20 at the end?
No, you get 5 at the end.
I thought you got 20 at the end.
That's 20. The end is the 20th question.
All right, asshole. Let's go. Are you ready?
Yes. Corey, start us off.
All right.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yes.
And starting now.
Did this game come out before January 1st, 2000?
Hold on.
he's
January
got
1st,
a-
2000?
Motherfucker,
No.
you're pulling at me.
No.
That means it's probably like PS1 and 64 era. Dreamcast, maybe.
Wait, you said before January 1st, 2000, right?
Yeah.
That's what he said.
And you said
No, it
what?
didn't.
No?
I said no, it did not come out before then.
Oh, okay.
All right, Matt, you ready? Set,
Yes.
go.
Did it come out before? I'm sorry. No. Was it initially released in the HD era?
Yes.
Okay, so Wii U on.
Corey, are you ready?
Yep.
30 seconds.
Is this a platform exclusive? Or was it initially a platform exclusive?
There you go. Good man.
Got to use that
No.
magical word initially.
No.
Okay. All right, Matt, it's your turn.
Is this game available? Okay, hang on. No. I've got what? 20 seconds left? Okay, great.
21
Was
seconds.
this initially released on current gen consoles? Current gen including Xbox One, PS4, Nintendo Switch, and Wii U.
No.
Uh,
Ready, Corey?
So 360,
Yeah.
PS3, Wii.
Yeah. Okay. So was this game promoted through Xbox Live Arcade at some point?
No.
Okay.
All right, you guys get 2 minutes. Ready, set, go.
I feel like it's genre time, Corey.
Yep, I feel the same way. I think it's.
What do you want to start with?
We could go. What was popular?
I mean,
Like,
I feel like shooter is a good way to go.
shooter's a good way to go. Also, knowing Moose and the games that he likes also might be like PSN, Xbox Live Arcade style game. Because I said promoted through Xbox Live Arcade, like Summer of Arcade stuff. So, but
He
it
said
could
no.
but it could still be one of those weird titles that was great and not promoted through that. So we could go
Okay.
genre, we could go graphic style.
I am going to go genre,
Okay.
and I'm going to
You have a
text
minute.
you personally
We could also do art
where
style.
I think he's going.
Okay.
That's just what I think. You'll see that in a second. Look at your phone.
That seems like a decent idea. Yes.
45 seconds.
Let's start asking questions that go towards that,
Okay.
and then based off those questions we'll move, like our next 2-minute break, we can start discussing where to go from there.
All right.
30 seconds.
I'm ready if you're ready.
I'm ready, and I believe it's my question.
Yep.
All right, you have 30 seconds to ask your next question.
Is this a first-person shooter?
No.
Damn it.
Corey, are you ready?
That takes away our big idea.
And
Yep, I'm ready.
Yeah, it really
Go.
does.
Is this a 2D game?
no.
Okay.
Matt.
That takes away my second idea.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Go.
Is this considered to be an indie game?
No. Corey, are you ready?
Huh?
Yeah.
Go.
Is this game part of a series?
No. Matt, you ready?
Ooh, one-off.
Damn!
Big hint. Big hint. One-off.
Are you ready, Matt? And go.
Start the timer.
30 seconds.
Corey, help me out here.
Let's see. One-off game. So, what were some one-off games for that? Gosh. It's not a 2D game, so 3D one-off games could be like
10 seconds.
it could be like Enslaved.
seconds.
Could be
Okay.
Time's up.
All right.
What do you got? What do you got?
Is this game considered an immersive simulation game?
The fuck does that mean?
Google it, motherfucker.
I don't really know what that means either. That is a beer question if I've ever heard one. What, like, are you talking like Skyrim or Fallout
Nope.
game?
I'm looking. I'm
That's
looking it up.
open world.
Are you talking like Job Simulator?
Nope.
The video game is a video game genre with games that are typically played from a first-person perspective and include a number of different elements borrowing from computer role-playing games. So you immediately disqualify that question. No.
Because it's not first person.
Corey,
No,
I already said it's
that,
not first person.
That was our 10. That was question 10.
So you get 2 minutes. Are you ready? And go.
Okay, so we know one-off games. So I'm trying to think of like one-off experiences. Enslaved was a one-off experience.
Last of Us.
Yeah, but it's getting a sequel. It's part of a series. Plus Left Behind
That's
came.
true. Left Behind is DLC. That doesn't
And it's
fucking count.
multi-platform.
No, it wasn't. PlayStation.
What?
No, isn't this a multi-platform game?
Oh yeah, never mind. Okay, sorry.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm, mhm. I will answer you. Yes, it was.
A Psychonauts. No, that's not this generation though.
Minute and 15.
LA Noir.
Was that PC?
What
Was that PC?
was it on PC? I don't know.
I thought it was on PS.
It's on PS3 and Xbox 360 though, so that's
So it's
multi-platform.
multi-platform.
That's true.
And that's a one-off game. We could ask if it's open world. We could ask if you play as a human. You could ask if it's a third-person game. Well, we know it's a third-person game.
Do you?
Strategy game. Could be an isometric game. Could be something like, well, it's not XCOM because that's
35 seconds.
That's not a one-off. That's part of a series.
yeah.
30 seconds.
I forgot XCOM 2 came out. Torchlight got a
Well,
sequel.
it wouldn't have been part. It would have been part of a series, regardless of XCOM 2 because of previous entries.
Right. I forgot XCOM.
15 seconds.
Okay. How do you want to go from this, Matt? You want to
5
ask?
seconds.
I guess it's my question, isn't it?
And you have 30 seconds.
It is your
to ask the
question, Corey.
Starting now.
Ask if it's a reboot of. Is it an iteration
Well, that's still part of
on
a
series?
series.
No. Is it a? Ask if it's a top-down.
15
shooter.
seconds.
No, I'm not going to ask that.
Okay.
Is your like primary like action in this game to
Fire.
shoot things?
Yes.
Okay, so it's a shooter.
Ready, Matt, set, go. 30 seconds.
Is this isometric or top-down in any sort of way?
No. Corey, 30 seconds. Go.
Do you play as a human?
Yes. Matt, ready? Go.
Twin stick?
No.
Fuck.
Corey, go.
Is this an open world game?
No. Matt, go.
That's 15. That's 15.
Okay, hold on. I'll start the 2-minute timer, and you go.
Okay, so ideas like shoot.
I've got nothing.
I know.
I've got nothing.
The way he said open world, he was like, no. And it made me think of like not this game in particular, but like games like Dragon Age where there's like open hubs that you can go to, or Tomb Raider or something. But I'm trying to think of like one-off things like that where there's like
minute and 30.
I mean, I was thinking like Helldivers, but isometric.
I know you
rules
wasted
that
2
out.
questions on that question. So
I wasted one question, number one.
you asked if it was isometric or top down, and then you asked if it was twin stick.
in the same question, because isometric and top down are really fucking confusing.
No, but then you asked if it was a twin stick shooter, like your next question.
Are y'all going to
Well,
argue about this or figure out what your next
because
questions
the
are?
twin stick could have ruled out other things, Dick. Because Helldivers is not
Let's just
typically
focus.
a
Focus.
twin stick shooter.
Focus.
Anyway, so that rules out Helldivers, Gauntlet, Magicka.
I would think it was like Enslaved, but I don't think you shoot things in that game. I think you just jump around.
I don't think Moose played that.
DMC
Wait, what?
is technically like a one-off, but it's still part of
35
Devil May Cry.
seconds.
Yeah, that's still a series. Not even going there.
Hunted: The Demon's Forge is a one-off, and it's a third-person shooter where you shoot things.
Vanquish.
Vanquish is a good one. Vanquish is a good one.
Singularity.
Do we want to ask
Singularity. is the
Japanese?
first shooter that rolled
Japanese? If it's a Japanese game,
15 seconds.
if it's yeah, Vanquish is a good one.
out. Yeah.
It's your question, Matt. So ask if it's Japanese made.
All right. You ready?
Yes.
You have 30 seconds starting.
This is a Japanese game.
No.
Fuck.
Ready, Corey?
Yeah.
Wait a second. Clarify that. Is this a Japanese game? I need clarification on that. I
Was
will allow
this-
you that.
Was this developed by a developer based in Japan?
N-O. No. Corey, go. So that was 15, so you're on 16.
No, that was 16. We're on 17.
Okay, we all got to keep up with the timer. So put a 16 in there. I'll just have 15.
Yeah. Is this stylized combat? Like in the vein of like Bayonetta or Vanquish or Devil May Cry, or is like, because I'm trying to eliminate that.
It does have stylized combat.
Okay.
Matt, are you ready?
Yes.
Go. 30 seconds.
It's not a platform exclusive, so it can't be God of War. Shit. Have we asked if this is an indie game, Corey?
Yeah.
And it was a no, right?
Yeah.
7 seconds.
Oh my gosh. What about?
This game considered a platformer?
No. Corey, ready?
Mm.
30 seconds.
Yeah. Does your character wear armor?
All right, I'm going to pause. You need to clarify that.
I don't know how to clarify that. Does your character wear armor? I don't know. Does your character have like a chest piece and leg coverings and arm coverings?
No. Matt, are you ready?
I didn't
Go.
get it.
30
No, I'm not ready.
You have 30 seconds.
This is our last question. I don't even know what to say right now.
Is this game third person perspective?
Yes. All right.
Okay.
You guys now have 5 minutes starting now.
Got a weird shot in the dark, Corey.
What? What's
Tell me why it's wrong.
Okay. I'm sure
Darksiders.
it has a sequel. It's part of a series.
Okay.
And you don't shoot things. You cut things down with swords.
Did we ever?
And you don't play as a human. You play as a demon. So there's three things that cut down your idea.
This is why I love Corey. Matt's like putting up shields and Corey's like,
I'm like, I've had 3 beers. I'm useless to you. We've got what, 5 minutes now?
4 minutes and 18 seconds. Yeah,
Okay.
You are fucking up my Mario Kart. But anyways.
No, fuck off. Goddamn switch.
Oh man. I mean,
Don't assume my gender.
there's weird games like that weird Sega Gears of War ripoff, but that's Japanese. The one where you're like fighting robots instead of aliens or whatever. What was it called? I have a shot in the dark. It's part of a series, but it's not like a lot of people don't really know the rest of the series, so a lot of people might assume it's a one-off. Spec Ops: The Line.
It's not part of a series,
Spec Ops is a series.
but it's also a first-person shooter.
It's a third-person shooter,
He is correct. It is a third-person shooter.
and you play as this human, and you wear some armor, but not a lot. It's more like bulletproof vests.
That's true.
You're at 3 minutes and 10 seconds.
What series is that a part of?
Spec Ops.
When was
There's
there another Spec Ops?
There's a bunch of crappy PS1 and PS2 Spec Ops games that weren't like mainstream. This was like the first mainstream one.
Oh, fuck that.
And then there's like, I don't know, like for some reason, like I don't think you shoot things in this game, but for some dumb reason, like he's gonna pull a fast one on it, so that it's like multi-platform, but it didn't come to like PS3. It was on like
Kingdoms of Amalur.
nope, not open world game.
Okay.
But like something stupid like fucking Alan Wake or something. That's like multi-platform in like the weirdest of ways.
Bastion.
2 minutes.
It's a
No,
third
that
person.
was third person isometric.
Sorry, you have 2 minutes now.
What if it's that dumb 50 Cent game? Remember that game? That was oddly fun.
I'm pretty sure Moose would stay away from that, considering our earlier discussions about Wu-Tang Clan.
Nah. No.
Who said I played the game?
Exactly. See?
Oh, you know what we should have picked? Is it based off a license? Because that would have been like that would have cut a lot out for me, but I don't know. I still think it might be Spec Ops: The Line. I still think it might be Alan Wake for some dumb reason. I don't know, or it's some dumb game I'd never heard of, or it's like I don't know. I give up. I give up.
You have a minute.
Okay, we have a minute to wait.
Matt, what are some of your favorite third-person shooters?
Is he?
That was a joke question.
I mean, I like
No.
Grand Theft Auto for a time. I did.
Oh man,
I
I like
do
at question 6 that you texted me Borderlands, and
Yeah.
the first question you ask is no.
Nope.
30 seconds.
I don't know.
Can I ask you a question, Moose? You feel real good about this, don't you?
I do. I feel real fucking good.
Man, I don't even know.
10 seconds.
I'm trying to think of Xbox 360 games specifically because Moose had a 360 for a long time,
Smart man.
That's true.
He's a smart man.
and like
Eyes up.
for me, it's like Alan Wake comes to mind because it was on PC also.
You have 30 seconds starting now.
Oh my gosh!
You know what? I will go on this Alan Wake shot with you.
Shot.
It's either Alan Wake or Spec Ops, and I'm gonna go with Alan Wake. Is it Alan Wake?
That's your question?
Wait, no, it's not because it's part of a series. There's a sequel to that. Nope.
You
No.
have 10 seconds.
Shoot! Dang it! I forgot there was that dumb downloadable sequel. Dang it! Oh well.
Time's
Is it
up.
Limbo?
No, shut up. No, is it Spec Ops? The line?
Is that your question?
Yeah.
No.
Uh.
It's not Spec Ops The Line.
What is it?
I got to give mad props to Jason for this game. We were chatting in PlayStation PSN party, and I was like, I need a game, and he gave it to me, and I was like, that's a fucking good one. John Woo presents Stranglehold.
I hate you so much.
On the
Oh, what the
Xbox.
fuck that is?
That was like the game that was supposed to sell the 360.
Yeah. Like before the 360 was out, they were like promoting that game hardcore because like John Woo was involved, so that it was finally going to put games on the same level as
John
like
Woo.
movies.
Oh yeah, the man who hadn't made a fucking really good film in like 15 years. He's
Well,
the one.
it's about the right time for him then, because that was like 2 years after his last movie.
Yeah, but the last good film he had made was Hard Boiled.
Which
That was
the movie-
1992.
Which the movie was technically a sequel to. I mean, the game was a sequel to.
It was a sequel to Hard Boiled.
Yes.
So that's your limitation in calling it part of a series.
It's not a part of a game series.
Oh, fuck you, Moose.
I didn't say game series. I said
You know
series.
what? This is the one time I can finally fucking say fuck you to someone else. Fuck you, Moose.
To be fair, would that have really changed our guess?
No. Fuck you in your ass. Fuck you in your face.
To be fair, I've never even
Fuck
heard of that.
you.
I've never even heard of that movie, and
I've had to be here for Todd Oxtra's weird games out of nowhere.
well, that's when we changed the rules because you guys are picking like weird, obscure apps from the App Store.
Oh, he picked Gologo 13.
Yeah, whatever. What is
That
that?
was an NES game.
Whatever.
I had that NES game.
Him and his bald head and his sharp-looking glasses
Dumbass
and his
glasses.
And his Steely Dan hating,
comic book TV
great
show
fedora
podcast.
wearing man. God, Todd, where are you? Come back on.
Oh man. Well, that was a good time, I guess. John Woo.
That's all right. I'm still in the lead. Suck it.
I
Moose.
almost asked if it starred someone that wasn't a white guy. Like my second question, I almost asked if it.
That doesn't. But see, John Woo presents Stranglehold doesn't tell you it.
There's
doesn't
an
start a white guy.
There's an Asian guy on the cover, so I assume that game stars an Asian guy.
It does star an Asian guy. So he
See?
would have been right.
That could have been like Sleeping Dogs, I guess. Stranglehold.
You wouldn't have guessed Stranglehold. Did that game even enter your mind?
No,
Yeah, see, exactly.
Yeah, you were on a goddamn desert island if it did, because I've never heard of the game.
No, but from
Nothing
like
entered Matt's mind.
once we narrowed it down to like third person shooter, I was thinking Sleeping Dogs.
Except alcohol, Moose.
I know.
No, at some point I was thinking about Sleeping Dogs, and that's kind of similar, maybe.
It's definitely similar. It's not definitely. It's definitely similar.
So like that was like that game entered my mind, and if I would have asked that question what 3, I would have been that way, because that narrows down a lot of games.
I don't even know what points I'm at. I don't even know.
I do. I know you and Matt are both tied at 6.
Are we?
No,
are we
we're
tied?
not. I'm still in the lead. I was ahead of Moose by 2.
Okay,
Yeah. So now he's down. Now he's up by 1.
because you have 6.
I have 5. So, and you have what? 4,
3.
3.
Three.
It's respectable.
No, it's not. Don't lie.
Just trying to be nice to the boss.
The only job I have is hosting the show, and I'm failing.
All right. I
Thank you,
can't
guys.
wait till next week when I pull some shit out of my ass.
I'm sure he is going to pull some shit
I
out of
you
him.
I hate you so
motherfuckers.
much. Hey man,
I
I'm
didn't
so proud.
push it
I'm
out
so
my
proud.
ass.
I got. I'm so proud. I got you guys on Duke Nukem last week. So,
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
so
I can't believe that was last. Well, 2 weeks ago. But anyways, yeah.
was it 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, last week y'all did a show by yourselves.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
episode.
we didn't want
Excellent.
Lucy the asshole because it was 69, a job for 2 men.
Yeah, 2 minutes. Yeah. Anyways.
Before this goes any farther, thank you guys so much for listening. You can find the show every Monday at 10 a.m. on your favorite podcast service of choice or on our YouTube page. Come like, subscribe, and share and watch our stupid shenanigans. Moose, where can we find you?
You can find me at Sven on Twitter, Instagram, and on PSN. It's SVHENN. You can also find me co-hosting the Nerds Gone Platinum podcast with Jeff and Jason, which every Thursday morning at 10 a.m. it goes live. You can also tweet us at NG_platinum or email us with questions, comments, and concerns at nerdsgoneplatinum@gmail.com. Matt, where can we find you?
You can find me at infinite_rewind on every social media platform I choose to be on, specifically Instagram, Twitter, and PSN. Also, you can find me at a weird friend code on the Switch. That's posted somewhere in the NGR community Facebook, so look for it there. And you can also find me making random, hopefully knowledgeable appearances on the Brew Review, as well as Matt the B Flats, a music podcast that is hosted by Brian Spagnoli, Brian Raleigh, and myself. They chose to put my name first for reasons I don't understand, because both of them, despite their age, know a shit ton more than they will give themselves credit for. That's where you can find me.
Nice.
Very nice.
Your outros is starting to rival Edwards at longest in NGR history.
That's just because I'll
That's
talk
what she
forever.
said.
I really only have 4 things, but Ed has we're still counting how many things Ed does.
He does a lot.
But
I mean, I'm trying to count, but I'm just drunk and tired, so I just run out of steam.
why don't I just end the show so you can go to bed or pass out or play games or
Fuck you, man! I'm going to play Fortnite, asshole.
I'm going to bed.
You can find me at CorianHD on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. You can find me on Nintendo Power Block, our Nintendo show, and you should download our various other shows, our family of shows. They're all great. So, yeah, I think that's about it. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Tell your friends. And until next week, we love you.
We are normal people that talk about video games.
We're not normal.
Banana and
We're not normal.
out. We are normal, Moose.
We're not normal.
Banana and out. That's
We're
it.
not normal.
The banana has spoken.
No, you've spoken. The banana has.
Buy your banana and out t-shirt on the NGR store.
Word. Because there are some comic book movies that are good, just almost none of them have Marvel or DC in front of them. Yeah, I said it live. I'll say it again. Most Marvel movies and most DC movies suck shit.
How do you suck on a piece of shit?
Ask Marvel and DC's films.
But they can't answer me.
Yeah, because they're too busy sucking shit. It'll just sound like.
It's an interesting sound to sucking shit.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Here's a topic. Are there any good comic book movies? Can you guys name them that are not, based in the MCU or the DCCU or whatever?
I don't read enough
Blade.
comic books to know that.
Blade was good.
Moose, fine job, sir.
Hey,
The first Blade is a good movie.
yes, it's good.
The other ones,
It was
Oh, but Blade 3 is the best movie of all time.
no, it's not. That thing's a flaming pile of shit.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
I mean, now don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to be the one who says that like the original Superman was bad or Tim Burton's Batman was bad or Spider-Man 1 and 2 by Sam Raimi were bad. No, it's not what I'm doing. I'm not saying Batman Returns was bad or what was it? Dark Knight, was it Dark Knight Rises? Was that, or was it just the Dark
That's the
Knight?
third one. Dark Knight was
this-
the second one. Dark Knight
Okay,
Rises.
all right, yeah, I forgot the subtitles, but like those are good ones as well.
Actually, Dark Knight wasn't the subtitle. It was just called The Dark Knight.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
But anyway,
Thank you.
hey,
I need to be corrected. I will accept that. But like, yeah, most comic book movies just suck, and the people that say the people that try and tell me they are good, have a different cinematic viewpoint than I do. That's it. Want to start a show?
No,
Okay.
we can start now.
Actually, hang on. Go ahead. Like, talk about something so I don't
No.
lose myself in the music the moment. I own it.
You own it?
Jesus. No, he doesn't.
You ever let it go?
Yeah, there you go, Corey. There you go. You done good there, kid.
Thanks. I watched that movie.
I never saw it.
That movie sucks.
Rip Brittany Murphy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Womp womp.
Womp, womp. Oh well. Oh my gosh. Somebody photoshopped what's his face from King of the Hill, his hair and his glasses over Thanos' face holding a beer.
All right.
Oh, this is the greatest picture I think I've ever seen.
Nice.
Okay. We can start now.
Can we though? Can we?
I mean, unless you want to look at Thanos and Hank Hill just hanging out. Or Thanos or thong to thong thong thong, however you want to say that.
Oh, who cares?
Thank you. Thank you.
How many times can you change a character in your movies? The look of your character.
That's true. Well, he might be evolving as a person, but whatever.
I think he's an eternal. Aren't they supposed to be like the end stage of evolution?
I don't
I
know.
think
This
you're
is
correct.
this isn't Secret Friends Unite. This is
Isn't he? He's like Apocalypse.
I'll get my glasses and shave my hair. I can be taught. I hate Steely Dan.
Damn, I fucking hate Steely Dan too.
Steely Dan wasn't bad.
But no, isn't he like what's his fucking face? Apocalypse. Like they're both kind of like eternal, like you were saying. Doesn't he start his whole like rampage to like catch the eye of death? Like like isn't that the whole? I think that's the whole thing of the Infinity Gauntlet timeline. Like he's trying to destroy worlds to like hit on death.
So
And she's
basically,
like, I don't give a fuck. She's like, I don't care.
so basically, Thanos is like the Meeseeks of the Marvel universe. Like, I just want to die.
No, he doesn't want to die. He wants to like marry her and have babies or whatever. But she's just
Yeah,
like,
death
I don't fucking
babies.
care. He's like, I don't. He's like, I don't fucking care.
Speaking of death babies,
that's the name of our heavy metal band,
There we go.
Death Babies
okay, cool.
from space.
See, we have a rock group and a rap group. Our rock group was Moose and the Mats, and then the rap group was Mats and the Moose. Do you remember that? We were.
I don't remember the rap, the Mats and the Moose. No, well, I think it's just because Phillips and I
you
like
Phillips
hip hop,
like
and
Matt,
you
I'm
like,
I
and you
fucking
like,
hate it,
and you're
I'm
just like, Wu-Tang, man.
well, I was listening to that. What is that? Their first album. I sent y'all that picture of it. I'm like, I can understand how y'all love it, but I'm just like,
If it's not your thing, it's not your thing.
like, man. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'm sorry, Corey. Wu-Tang Clan is a hip hop group.
Oh Jesus! Here we go. I'm gonna play Switch while y'all have that conversation. Don't mind me looking down.
Nope. We're starting the show. Starting the show.
All
You know
right,
what, Matt? I'm not introducing you first this time.
great.
Oh shit!
Oh no! Oh no! There's trouble. There's trouble in bromance land. Oh no!
Oh
Wow, that's a good Mr. Bill.
no! Okay, here we go. Do I look pretty?
I'd fuck.
Handsome. I'll go with handsome. But
I
yeah,
was looking for pretty.
You's a good looking man, dude. You pretty.
Nah, I'm fat.
You got an ugly mouth though.
I know. I'm fat.
I'm fat too, man. I put on like 10 pounds since I started my office job. It sucks.
It's all right. It all changes tomorrow.
What's tomorrow?
Diet day.
Less fat.
Good. What's your attack plan for that?
I don't
We're gonna
have
talk
one.
about it on the show. All right, cool.
I do not have one. I just
Okay.
know that I should lose weight because it's good for me. But then, sometimes there's pizza or tacos involved, and then it's just like,
Now your wife is like a beanpole. Like she's pretty dang skinny. So
Dude, she is tiny as
yeah,
fuck.
she's tiny,
She's not only
So-
skinny, she's
small.
small.
So
She goes up to Corey's waist. It's ridiculous.
she's not that small.
no, she's not that small.
She's 5'7".
I mean, she's small.
Yeah, but
She's
you're
not
8
that
feet
small.
tall.
I know it's true.
But is she gonna help you with that,
I mean,
or are you kind of on your own?
it depends on what day it is.
Is your metabolism fucked and she can pretty much eat whatever she
Yep.
wants? Yes.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. I was gonna be like, there's some way she's staying that tiny, and there it is. It's her metabolism. So yeah.
Well, isn't she young? She's younger than you, right?
Yeah.
She's like 4 years younger.
Robbing the fucking cradle, man. Jesus.
3, and
Yeah.
you're what, 31?
Yep.
Yeah, see, her metabolism hasn't gone yet.
I guess it would be 4.
Mine hit a brick wall and now it's going in reverse. It's like the asshole on the Mario Kart track that's going backwards.
The red shell's just circling.
You're going the wrong way. Finish the race.
And the guy, my inner self, the inner skinny me is the guy, that floats in front of you to be like, turn around, turn around. I'm just like, nope.
Your skinny me's the Lakitu.
This fucking train wreck's
Wrong
going.
way. Outer me is like tacos.
Yep, that's me actually. Yep.
We've been so stressed at work that we just been like we'll go out and get dinner, like our boss will get dinner for us, and it's just fucking horrible. And so we have like this stash of candy, and so the one girl that I work with, she like said like one day she's getting to be a fatty 2x4. She can't fish through the kitchen door. Yeah. And I don't think I've ever heard that before. Maybe I did. It just hasn't been.
Wow, that's I haven't heard.
It's been a long time. And so not last night, but Tuesday night, we were there Tuesday night till I think midnight. It was brutal.
Hey, you're working my hours.
Yeah,
you're working my hours.
She went to get up and get some candy, and I was like. I like pointed at her, and she's like, "Don't you fucking say anything to me." She's like, "I'm stressed out." I was like, "I'm not gonna say anything. I just want a piece of candy." Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm stressed too. I want candy too, and she just laughed and she just chuckled. And I was like,
"Give me some goddamn candy!"
Because usually I'm like, she'll like turn around, I'll look at her, and I'll be like, I'll be like, "What are you doing?" And she'll just be like, "Damn it!" She's like, "I know." I'm like, "I know too. Like, you just can't stop yourself because we're stressed. Fucking sucks." But anyways, let's start this train wreck. I guess we already kind of did.
Yeah, so. Well, it's all right. Oh, okay, here we go.